Hello everyone and welcome to an Advanced Wars by Web gameplay commentary. This is my first one on the channel. My name is DragonScale and today we have a match between me and Kantbei. Now Kantbei has been on the scene, the Advanced Wars by Web scene for quite a while. And this is my first time fighting him and I was quite apprehensive how this was going to go. Now for anyone watching, please do not spoil the ending for anyone in the comments. It's quite annoying when you watch Advanced Wars by Web commentaries and then someone ruins it in the comments who's won. I think part of the appeal is watching it all the way through to see who wins. All I will say is a pretty close match. Even up to the very end it's pretty close. So Kantbei has chosen Bomb Bolt. He has 10% defense and 10% attack, whereas Max, he is no good with indirect units, but he is a direct combat unit master. Now we are playing on this map. Now if you just excuse me for a minute, I'm trying to remember what this map is called. Let's have a look. This is off the beaten path. It's high funds. I mainly play high funds because I just find it really fun. You get to build loads of neo tanks, mega tanks. I do like standard, but I feel like you're kind of constrained on there. You can't build all the more expensive units. That's why I love high funds. Now Kantbei, he is in the ranking of about 1,300. I'm about 1,200, sometimes 1,100. So he is definitely higher ranked. Okay, but let's just get into it. So day one, we're both going to be doing pretty much the same turns. He captures the same building down here and he goes for this building here. Let's see if I do the same thing. It's been a while since I've actually seen this gameplay. It was a few weeks ago that we actually did this game. And okay, so Kantbei's turn. Let's see where he decides to send his infantry. So he's sending that one to the left, now that one straight up. Let's see if I do the same thing. Yeah, pretty much the same, except Kantbei has built an APC. Let's see if that pays off. So he's going to capture these two buildings, nice little capture chain, 1, 2. Where's he going to send his APC? Okay, so he's sending it to the right, but he's actually using his weak side base to capture this building here. Now is it his weak side? I would actually consider this his weak side, to be honest, so I'm a little surprised he used this base to capture that one. So as you can see, he's built an artillery straight off the bat, whereas I've built a recon, day 3 recon. Now, is this going to be effective? As you can see, I've built another recon. Wow, this is quite normal for high funds because you know you have more money to play with. Recons are only 4,000, and they're great for interrupting captures. And I'm just playing ballsy, you know. I'm sending my recon in. I know he can attack me. Actually, no, he can't. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, he can't capture me. He can't hit me there. And I built a third recon and a neo tank. So this is quite an unorthodox build. I wouldn't normally do this, but recons are pretty good on this map with the roads. Now, what's he going to do in answer to my neo tank? He doesn't actually have enough funds. He's only built an infantry, so he's actually going to be quite behind in countering this neo tank, but instead of sending it down, I actually damaged the pipe because I know this airport is going to be really important in this match, because with 2 bases over here and the airport all challenging this one base, this is definitely going to be my strong side on the top left, and this is Kantbei's weak side down here. So again, on the right you can see my recon damaged the infantry. I'm delaying captures, I'm ruining his economy. Kantbei straight away builds a black bow. He really wants this airport. Send my neo tank down. I let my tank do a little bit of damage on there. Just chipping away at it. I don't want to commit another turn for the Neo tank to attack that because I need my Neo tank down here. Again, I damaged another infantry, so there's only 2 infantry near here that are actually able to do any capturing. Joins them together, so essentially he's only got 1 infantry now, where he had 2 before. I build another Neo tank on this side. So far I'd say this APC hasn't really been that effective. He's kind of moved infantry within a short range of the base. He could have moved it up here and started capturing this base. So in my opinion this APC wasn't really worth it unless he did something different with it. I moved my infantry here because I'm anticipating this tank destroying this pipe seam. I'm capturing this middle base here. These are contested properties, these are not actually mine. Well, this one is more mine than this one, but these can easily be attacked, stopped. And as you can see, Kantbei's gone for this airport up here, whereas I haven't actually gone for that yet. And I can't really remember my reasoning for not going for the airport straight away. My middle infantry is being destroyed, so let's see how I counter this. Now I can go for a tank attack here on the city. Okay, so I attack the tank. Got a nice defense. That's a good attack there for me. I mean, I've got a comm tower, so I've got 30% attack damage, I believe. And I just build loads of tanks. Now he can't really answer this tank in the middle because he hasn't got another tank to back it up. He's destroyed this pipe seam. Let's see if that pays off. Going for a middle capture. Now if I wanted to, I could attack this, but we will see what I do. Getting ready to capture this airport down here and go for an attack. There's no tank backing up this one, so again he's kind of left 2 tanks without a tank chain to defend it, which in my opinion is not good. And I go for the attack because this was actually a good roll for me. Not sure about this tank attack here, attacking the Neo tank. It only took it down by 1 and I damaged my tank quite a lot. Place my tank on the city. Is he going to go for the attack? Okay, so he destroys the tank. Kind of pulls back here, but he's capturing. Okay, goes with the Neo tank on these silos. He's got great defense. He's going to try and heal this Neo tank. Okay, so he's got 3 Neo tanks in this area, whereas I've only got 2. So he's looking pretty strong in the middle. If he wanted to, he could really push up here. I've only got 1 Neo tank and one at 7 damage. 7 health, sorry. So what do I do here? So I pull back a little bit, I heal up this one. I'm pressuring these 2 cities here. I place my 5 HP tank there because I don't want him just to capture it easily. You know, I want to put up a bit of a fight. Again, I'm attacking infantry, so he can't easily just capture my base. Now on the surface, this kind of looks like a really risky attack because like these Neo tanks can just wipe out these tanks. You know, he could attack here, and I can only really respond with this one. But when you look at my power meter, I'm going to be getting my super soon, so I had all this in mind. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this one can't reach, but this one can reach. This one can 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I can reach that one. So when I made these moves, I had in mind that my superpower was coming up. Now I am aware that this airport has been captured, so I've built a, what's the word, like an anti-air in anticipation of the air units. So he goes in for the attack. He's defending it with an artillery. So do I pop my super the next turn? That is the question. Okay, so he's defending the bottom 2 bases. Let's see what I do. I actually can't remember what I do here. I pop the max blast. Okay. So the super has been popped. Okay, I chipped that tank. I destroy that tank, send my Neo in. Nearly destroy that Neo tank. Okay, I destroyed it. Artillery. That can no longer defend that Neo tank. Go for the cap. Battlecopter comes in. I do a little bit of a retreat here with my infantry. My Neo tank destroys that. So all he has in response really is he's got his super. So I actually spent a little bit of time on the move planner to plan where I was going to move my units. And he actually doesn't go for the super. I think, to be honest, this was a mistake on his part. Because, you know, if he doesn't pop his super, he's not going to be getting charge. Okay, so he does pop it now. He just wanted to clear some units so he could actually stun this area. So now things are looking pretty good for Kantbei. He's capturing this. There's no way I can attack into that, so he's going to get his comm tower. He's stunned my frontline units, which is never good. But I am up in economy, so I've got 2 more bases than him. Destroy the pipe seam. He hasn't really got... He's got an anti-air on the way. Retreat the infantry, because at the minute I haven't got a force to kind of deal with this. It is quite near this base. Retreat up here. So, I mean, I'm expecting him to destroy these Neo tanks. But look, I'm getting charge while he's doing this, so it's not all for nothing, you know. So he's defending his Neo tank with the infantry. He has left his copter in range of my copter, so if I want, I can attack that. But I will definitely lose mine, so it's a sacrifice. He's doing pretty well up here. Things are not looking too good for me at the minute. All I've got is the, you know, the economy advantage. So this move is really important because if I don't play it right, then I'm going to be behind. So I activate my max force. Let's see what this does. Take out the tank. Neo tank comes in, does a great roll on that, takes out the copter, take out the infantry, move in the medium tank. Okay, so most of his powerful units, like the Neo tanks, are wiped out. He's only got this 8 HP one, and this 5 isn't going to be able to do that much. I was kind of hoping that this anti-air would take out the infantry, but I did the calculator and it was a bit of a luck roll. If that had taken it out, I would have moved in with my tanks to take out this force. But because it didn't take it out, I just kept my forces back a little bit. Takes out the copter, knew that was going to happen, knew that was going to get destroyed. So that's why I built another anti-air. This anti-air I built is going to come over here. So you might be wondering why I placed this infantry here. Well, I knew that he was going to go for the attack, and I can just front shift some of my units down here. So it was kind of like a bait. But also it kind of distracts some of these units from his weak side. I mean, instead of sending them up there, he's going to send them down here. So this is really supporting my middle offense. Going with the copter. So now he cannot actually attack my copter with the anti-air because I blocked it with this tank. And this black boat is blocking the anti-air as well. Tank comes in, capturing 2 properties, Neo tank destroyed. I mean, obviously this is going to get attacked, but my power meter is going to go up. He's close to getting his superpower. The reason why I'm moving some of these tanks out down here is because if I move them all back here, he can kind of just like funnel me in, you know, like a bottleneck, and then they're going to be stuck. They have to go all the way around. So if I keep them here, I know if I get my power, I can kind of do a pincer attack. Attack here and attack there. He's sending in a large force up here, but you've got to remember I've got units here that can strike my power meters going up. Okay, chips away at the Neo tank. Okay, so he gets his Ex Machina. Stuns this part of my army. So there isn't really much counterattack from me on this part. But to be honest, the Ex Machina only damaged like one Neo tank, a tank and 2 infantry. It wasn't really... It could have been a lot worse, let's put it that way. He didn't really get much value out of it. He did stop a cap. A Neo tank is going to die, but I can always reinforce it with this medium tank. So I'm just going in here. I'm not like cowering away, you know, I'm chipping away at his army. Send these down because they're not going to be much use here. I mean, they can move with the power either way. Mega tank. His bomber is not going to be able to take that out. Okay, so I didn't actually move the medium tank down here. So I let the Neo tank die. Bomber comes in, takes out my units. So again, this is looking really bad for me. Looking back, this was like quite a ballsy move from me. Kind of looks bad actually. But you know, I did spend time on this game really like planning out my moves. These weren't rushed moves. I had a strategy behind everything I did. Okay, so a lot of this was a really damaging attack from him. He actually took out a lot of my units. It's looking bad for me. I mean, look at my unit count. Look at my value, you know, look at, all I've got really is the economy. But this is not looking good. So this turn is really important with the max blast. Let's see how much damage I do. So he's at 215. Take out a bomber, take out another bomber. That's 44,000 value gone. Helicopter gone, tank gone, heal up. Take out the tank. Another tank nearly gone, retreat the copter and move in another tank. So some of those earlier turns where I was losing a lot of units, what it was doing was actually preventing him from capturing cities, it was delaying him, so he's actually behind this whole time on economy. He's doing a retreat down here, so where he was actually winning, now I'm pushing back. It looks like he's winning down here. He's got a Neo tank, he's got more units, so I'm getting ready for him to get this city back. I mean, he was unfortunate there not killing that unit. And he has 33 units and I have 20, so I'm still down on unit count. Again, I'm just going in here. I know this is probably going to get destroyed. Neo tank's backing up that. The anti-air is out of range, so he actually made a mistake there. That's a free attack for me. So whereas it was looking really bad before, now again I'm fighting back. My unit count's building up over here. I'm kind of winning over here. So you know, 1 minute he's winning, 1 minute I'm winning. It's really like the superpowers, it's like power swings every other turn. So let's just skip through this. We haven't got all day. Okay, so chip away at his cap. I know that's going to get destroyed, but I don't want him having my buildings so easily. Now this was a bit of an odd placement considering he's got a superpower coming up. I can't remember why I actually placed him like that. I think I made a magnet over here, so if he did it, it would damage this, but there's nothing really that can attack this. This will be 7 HP, it will heal up. It doesn't pop his power. Now I'm not even really near a power, so I'm not sure what I do here. So I slowly push forward over here, I cap, he can attack it. I'm probably going to defend it with the medium tank, which is what I do. I shift this down here, I'm threatening his Neo tanks. I go in for the Neo tank kill back here. 22 grand for 22 grand, so it's like a, you know, it's like a trade, isn't it? He can actually attack my Neo tank, so I'm not sure why I placed it on the road there. I mean, I've got these copters that can come in and, with a power, attack the Neo tank if he does decide to attack that. Because I am going to get charged from this bomber being destroyed. He is losing up here, so let's see what he does. Attacks that, retreats that, attacks, destroys that. He didn't go in for the attack, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that was actually out of range the whole time. He's cramming all his units in this corner. So he's kind of got like units here, units here. So in the middle, he is actually pretty vulnerable. And you know what a lot of these commentators and pros say, you should really be controlling the centre. He's got so many units down here, which is his weak side. Let's see what I do this turn. And again, he didn't pop his power. So I'm building up forces in the middle. I take out that 1 HP tank. And if you look, my unit count is actually coming back, whereas before he was like double my unit count. I use my power, so I actually get the power, I use it. Now let's see what I do with it. Do I really want to be rushing in here, considering the amount of units it's got? Let's have a look. Attack the tank, take out the infantry, take out... That was unlucky, I didn't take the anti-air out. Damage the anti-air, take out the infantry, take out the tank. So what am I going to do here? So I was actually trying to remove this infantry. I think I'm going to go in for the attack. Yeah. Okay, but there are 2 Neo tanks here, so what am I going to do about them? Okay, so I move my Neo tanks. I'm trying to create a magnet for his superpower. So is he going to pop it? Yeah, pops it straight away. Goes for the magnet. These units are going to be completely destroyed. So again, this is looking bad for me actually, looking back on this. Like, sometimes I'm looking at it like, what was I thinking? But like I said, I did actually plan these moves out a lot. There was a lot of thought behind them, there was reasons behind them. I remember a lot of the time thinking this is definitely going to delay, like him capturing this area, capturing this. But he's got a huge force down here, and I haven't really got much to counter it, so it's not looking good down there. I mean, this side's not too bad, but he's got a huge force building up, so I'm kind of worried about that. And this isn't a live league game, this is a high funds game, so we've got a lot of time to plan our moves. But I did notice when I was playing Kantbei that sometimes he was taking his moves, making his moves really quick. You know, because sometimes we were watching each other, we were both online at the same time, and I was watching him make moves, and he was doing them quite quick, so whereas I was taking a lot longer. Retreat my forces over here, and I'm building up a lot of, kind of like a pincer strike here. So he shifts his units onto this side, but I have got a mega tank which he's got to be careful of. Okay, let's just skip. Let's see what I decide to do. Okay, so we're going for the attack, chip away at the anti-air, go in with the mega tank. He can choose to attack it with his 2 Neo tanks, but it's probably going to do some amazing counter damage. Okay, what am I thinking? I go in with the anti-air and attack this tank, and the reason is because I get power. Now really looking back on this, I am surprised at how gutsy some of these moves are, because I don't generally play like this, but I must have been in a very gutsy mood. So let's see what this actually does. I mean, I've moved half my units, so I'm kind of intrigued. Okay, so without the power, I wouldn't have been able to reach that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, yeah. So with the power, I think this is why I did it. I got 22,000. gold worth value. Take out the infantry. Take out the infantry. Take out that one. Doing a ton of damage. And all he's got really to answer this is a Neo tank, a fighter, and some anti-airs. And what does Kantbei decide to do? He resigns. I mean, I think it was fair. I mean, looking at the number of cities, we've both got the same cities, we've both got similar unit count. The value, I mean, he could have balanced it out with 40,000 added on to that, 280,000, so it would have been similar. But looking down here, he hasn't really got much counter. Like, he could have gone in with a Neo, take this out, another anti-air, could have taken that out. He could have sent the fighter in, take the bomber out. So I'd be left with a mega tank and a Neo tank. He could have built a Neo tank here, but to be honest, my mega tank's going to take out his Neo. My fighter and anti-air is going to take out his fighter. My tanks are going to take out his anti-air. If he builds a mega tank, I can just place my copter, my infantry to block this like little chokehold here. He can't get past that. And his unit count down here is massively down. I'd start capturing this one, I'd start capturing this one, this infantry would go down, I'd start capturing this, I would block off with the black boat. He would lose probably 3 cities. I mean, if he built a mega tank, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, so he can't even hit with it on the first turn. He could build a mega tank and then another mega tank, and slowly he could push me back, but by that time I would have captured 3 cities. So I think that's why he resigned. I mean, he could have given it a go. He could have front shifted these units over here, built a mega tank and just slowly reinforce. I think that would have been a good idea. He could have had a chance, but I guess he just thought, no, that's it, it's had enough. So I hope you enjoyed watching. If you did, please leave a like, and I'll be posting more Advanced Wars by Web gameplay. Thank you.